This is a discussion on the 5 major types of chemical reactions for a first year high school chemistry student. By this time, you should have printed out or opened up the handout that I have on the screen, which I call the dancing page. It shows the 5 different types of chemical reactions. Synthesis, which are also called combination or composition. Second type is decomposition, single replacement or single displacement, and double replacement or double displacement. And then the final one is combustion. If somebody gives you a chemical reaction, how do you know which one of these 5 are there? And that's what this handout provides you, is a pictorial help in finding out which is which. How it works is if you have simply a picture of a person, that's an element, and if you have a picture of a couple, that means it's a compound. So, for example, the first one with this, which is synthesis, is basically if you have two or more elements as reactants coming together to form one product, which is a compound, that would be considered synthesis. So the easiest way of remembering that is that you form one product. So you have one product. It doesn't mean that the coefficient is 1. It simply means that you only have one type of one product material. Decomposition is basically the reverse. You have one reactant that's breaking up into multiple products. So if synthesis, you can figure out if it's a synthesis reaction by looking for just one product. A decomposition is you're looking for one reactant. Next one is single replacement. Here what you would see is you'd see an element plus a compound in the reactant side to form an element and a different compound in the product side. So the important thing there is the fact that only one side of the compound is changing. In essence, you're getting an element in a compound forming an element in a compound. Not the same ones, but different ones. And then the next one is double replacement. In this case, what happens is both, you have 2 compounds to make 2 compounds. And in this case, what happens is the things that make up the compound are switching. So it's almost like, as they show you, a dance couple. And once the reactant side, they're dancing a certain way, and then on the product side, they switch partners. That's why they call it double replacement or displacement, because both of the material elements or ions are moving. And the last one is combustion. And you can tell it's a combustion because you're going to be producing CO2 and water, H2O. More importantly, or as important as the product CO2 and water, is the fact that in the reactants you have oxygen as a reactant, diatomically as an element, plus some type of substance that is called the carbon source. So it provides the carbon for the CO2. So that's the other way. The exception is for combustion is the formation of CO2 or CO. That is actually a synthesis reaction because you wouldn't be producing any water, which you need to have. Okay, so those are the 5 major types of chemical reactions: synthesis, decomposition, single replacement, double replacement, and combustion. There are more, but at this level, those are the 5 that we're going to deal with. Thank you.